I'm home with food poisoning and my dog is squeaking his chicken thing behind me, but that doesn't stop me talking about Epic Games. I'm not a fan of Epic Games for many, many reasons. One of the reasons being owned by Tencent, but that's a different story. But today I'm talking about something fantastic, and that is that Tencent is being fined $520 million by the FTC. Now, a little bit of context why this is happening. TLDR, the FTC had found that they were using predatory practices, or what is it? I wrote it down, dark patterns to trick kids into buying digital stuff. Look, and we've known for a while that Tencent, Epic Games, Fortnite is pretty predatory in general, but we'll go through the TLDR right now. So dark patterns, they've been farming personal information from children to find out how they can market to them better. And essentially there's a whole heap of things, including it not really being that difficult to even make an account if you're underage or, 12 or 13. And also they limited how difficult it was for kids to actually even just use a credit card from their parents to purchase shit, basic stuff. Child verification, signing off on credit transactions, that type of stuff. I would like to show you the FTC website, but I cannot connect. I could originally when the article was posted, unfortunately by Dextro, but unfortunately they seem to get ahead of stuff if it's not Jake Lucky. So basically what had happened was they had been fined $520 million. I know you're thinking like, wow, that's not a lot of money for a $1 billion conglomerate, otherwise known as a cabal by Slime. But that $520 million is going towards two things. It's one, fine. Two, paying back a whole series of refunds to parents, families, that kind of stuff. Because I'm sure kids are racking up like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars with their parents' credit card, buying fancy skins, which is just weird. I'm not a big Fortnite guy, if you couldn't tell. I've got the notes here, but we'll pull up the website. For visual stimulations. So TLDR, it's $520 million. They were using ways of tricking millions of players using dark patterns. I'm sure that's sort of pulling information from the children in any way and then marketing it to them. 1 second. My dog wanted his toy, don't worry, he's adorable. So essentially, yeah, they were stealing information and using it to sell to children. They also haven't really done a good job at stopping that from being hard for kids, as I said before. But basically, they had gone ahead and said that they will be, so there's no real, and then they've had forced parents to jump through hoops in order to even actually access said information to actually get, refunds and information. They've really been a bunch of assholes, right? Another thing, so just to kind of put it in perspective, Google was charged $120 million in penalties for harvesting. Harvesting sounds way worse, but illegally collecting information from children in order to work out how they could target ads to them, which is also just kind of fucked up. Corporations, just stop doing it. Corporations, please, holy shit, stop doing it. And you know what's funny is they say that they're always trying to protect children, right? They care so much about the kids. They clearly don't care about their own staff, though. That's another story, but if you want to look up that, just look up Epic Games staff conditions. You're going to have a hoot and a holler at people talk about, well, Fortnite always has new stuff. And it's like, yeah, because the people who work there are working like 15-hour days, and they're not paid or compensated, should I say, very well. So, anyway, so Google got hit with it. There is another one, I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Microsoft got hit for a massive amount as well for trying to buy Activision. So they didn't create a I can't remember what it's called, a monopoly. TLDR. What do you think? Does this do you think this means anything? I mean, we all know that Epic Games is owned by Tencent. Tencent is one of the largest corporations in the world, largest conglomerate, cabal, whatever you want. I really like that Slime I really like that Slime calls it Cabal. Anyway, TLDR, do you think this makes any difference to any other AAA title or corporations? Do you think like any multi-billion-dollar corporations even really give a shit? Because essentially this isn't a lot of money for Epic, because Epic makes ridiculous amounts of money. I couldn't even really start to tell you how much money that they make. It's just absurd though. So tell me in the comments below, do you think it makes absolutely any difference to them, or do you think they're gonna laugh their way to the bank, because they're gonna make about that much money next month anyway. So anyway, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head off. Yeah. Oh yeah, Microsoft was. Oh, that's right. It was Microsoft was fined. The FTC sued them for $69 billion trying to acquire Activision. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the content, things, you know how to do it. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.